touch on the fact that the Lord is actively working today. He's protecting us. And sometimes we take that protection for granted. If you would, I wanted to share stories with you. My personal testimony, I have several that were supernatural events. When I'm talking with people that are atheists, I share some of these stories with them that have actually happened in my life. They had no explanation for them. Most recently, I talked with a young man who didn't believe in God, and I gave him some stories that had happened to me. And he walked away in bewilderment. I told you I'm a retired special agent with ATF. Prior to my employment with ATF, I was a police officer in Memphis. At one point, I was with the organized crime unit, which is almost like a jump and grab unit. We would buy dope or narcotics, and then we get a search warrant, and we would go in and serve the search warrant. Because I was an ex-ball player and I was physical and worked out all the time, I was usually the person that pursued anyone that ran from the scene. And I enjoyed it because of the fact that it was an opportunity for me, number one, to help rid the neighborhood of that poison, which was dope and violent crime. In this particular instance, we were in North Memphis. We did a search warrant or used our battering ram to kick in the door. A suspect ran out the back door. I ran behind him, and he had a little lead. With dusk, it was literally almost dark when I was running after him. He made it about 4 blocks before I caught him. He had ran through some backyards and through some front yards, and as I caught him, we wrestled a little bit, and I secured him on the ground, was about to put handcuffs on him, and I heard a noise behind me, and we were in the front yard of a shotgun house, but there was a house right next to it. And I happened to look back over my right shoulder, and I saw that this light had come on and somebody had stepped out on the porch. And so I continued to try to handcuff the suspect who was wrestling. And as I was doing it, a voice in my head, and it was just as plain as day as I'm talking to someone now, and it says, "Robert, get out." And I kind of froze, and the voice said it again, "Robert, get down." And I'm shocked because I don't know what's going on. And one more time, the voice said, "Robert, get down." And at that point, I just jumped down on top of this guy. And as I went down, 2 shots fired over my head, boom, boom, and hit the ground in front of me. At that point, I rolled over to see, I was reaching for my gun, and rolled over to see that person that came out on the porch went inside. Even when I tell this story today, I still get goosebumps. Because I had never had that happen before. And I knew that at that point, the Lord had saved me from sure death. I asked the atheists who challenged the fact that there is a God or there's nothing supernatural, and they have no answer for it. But I do. The Lord is working in this world today. Sometimes it's pronounced. In other words, it's a supernatural thing. Or sometimes it's just the fact that we open up our eyes and wake up and see another beautiful day.